guys, I wanted to do a reading today on the rumors regarding the reality star Evelyn Lozada and salsa legend Marc Anthony. They're basically, people have been playing sleuths on several blogging sites, and the picture, if you notice, that I put in the beginning, it shows that Evelyn Lozada apparently has been staying at Marc Anthony's house. As you know, Marc Anthony is a legendary salsa performer. He's also an actor too. He used to be married to J-Lo, has 2 kids from her. He was also married to a Latin Miss America prior to that, also has kids from that relationship. But he's been known to be a lover boy of sorts throughout his whole career and whatnot. And last year he was seen with a significantly younger model, but there are now rumors that him and Evelyn are together. So he recently kind of laughed it off and denied it, and he basically is stating that Evelyn is basically kind of like staying at his house for a little bit, or like renting his house. I'm guessing with the COVID-19 situation, she maybe needed a place to stay, maybe there was some type of quarantine, who knows, but he's claiming that they are just friends. People are thinking it's otherwise, given both of their histories in regards to different relationships that they have been in. Evelyn Lozada, probably her most famous relationship was when she was briefly married to the NFL player Chad Ochocinco Johnson, but that relationship was annulled soon after over a domestic violence incident. One of the more recent fights that became viral in the Basketball Wives reality show was regarding an argument with her and this other woman named OG regarding Chad Ochocinco Johnson flirting with OG while he was with Evelyn. It's a lot. So some of the fans are concerned regarding Evelyn's history and past. Other people are like, is this like a fling? Are you guys really just friends like you're claiming, or is there something more? So I wanted to see what the cards would say in regards to this. I have the 2 decks I'll be using today. One is the Modern Witch Tarot deck, as you see here, and because this is a love reading, I'm also using the America's Love Oracle deck. So let's get started. Alright, so you guys, right now my candle, see, it's going a little crazy without me even starting this reading yet. So you can see it's going a little nuts over here. So this might be a fuego reading. So okay, so first question we're going to ask the spirits is, can you give us an overall view of the relationship between Marc Anthony and Evelyn Lozada? Pretty much we're trying to figure out, is this just a friendship, or are the internet sleuths correct in saying that they may be having something more than that? Alright, one more shuffle and then we'll pull out 3 cards and then take it from there. So you got the Ace of Cups first, 9 of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So it's interesting, the first card that came out, the Ace of Cups, You can see there's a heart on top, water overflowing, female hand holding a cup, sun in the background, and basically like it's almost like a hand coming out from the sky, and water overflowing. You kind of see like, you know, what the tadpoles and frogs is lay on. Of course, now I can't remember what they call that, but it's interesting to me that that's the first card that comes out. So usually, you know, when we look at cups, that's a water element. You can see that that deals with relationships and, you know, experiences and different things like that. So add the heart, so we're dealing with love already. And this is the inner experience particularly. So with the Ace of Cups, also deals with imagination, but in this case, you know, I think we're dealing with the relationship aspect given the question. So with the Ace of Cups, it's saying something beautiful and full of love has just begun. Your cup is so full it spills out into a pool below. You feel yourself filled with radiant positivity, happiness, and joy. Be receptive. You've been blessed with life-giving love. So welcome all your new endeavors. Looks like there's definitely some romance going on. That's the first card that came out. Now, what's interesting is the next two cards that came out are both pentacles. And as we know, pentacles typically deal with the financial, earth, and work, physical reality, nature, right? So first, the next card that came out, aside from the love card, is the Nine of Pentacles card. It's like a woman in a garden, right? And she is tending to her finances, it looks like, or to this garden. So it's kind of interesting. So to me, this is giving off that this is kind of representing Evelyn in this case. So with the Nine of Pentacles, that card usually means that, you know, things are wine and roses right now. You're comfortable, you're enjoying life, you're making smart decisions, you're managing your time and money wisely. And now you can sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, treating yourself to something decadent. You've truly earned it. And let's be real, her being in Mark Anthony's house, which is a decadent house in Miami. Hell, I would have, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind being there right now. That'd be a nice place to remote work in this pandemic, just saying. So, at the bare minimum, Evelyn is enjoying herself. So, Ace of Pentacles is the next one that came out. So, this one is, you know, once again, if you notice, we got love on one hand in one direction, and we got the pentacle on the other hand in the other direction. So we got water, and this one you got like earth and mountains and everything. So I'm wondering if this is representing Mark while this is representing Evelyn, right? Except I don't think Mark would have you know, black nail polish, but you never know. Someone goes through midlife crisis, you never know what people do. So with the Ace of Pentacles, the world around you is full of possibilities and promise. Engage it, go with on a bike ride, take a bath, make some tea, plant flowers, enthrall your senses. You're in this world, on this planet, live your life and let good things come to you. So it seems like they are having some type of romantic relationship and they're off to a good start. So they probably don't want it to be fully public because they're enjoying themselves and they know how the media is. And especially because people are still on the whole Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez thing, even though they've been divorced for a hot minute now. J-Lo's been with A-Rod and is engaged to him. So also given, you know, the background with Evelyn, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to keep it low key right now and not really, you know, go public as of yet. Now, the real question is this just, I guess the next question I'm going to ask the cards is this just a fling or is this something more serious? Because if this is just a fling and them having fun, then, you know, they're good right now. But is this meant to be long term is the real question. So we'll pull 3 more cards and see what they say. But looks like so far they're both good. So they're good. I'm good. 50-50 wanted me to leave that out, but also I noticed my candle has calmed down a bit. And do one more shuffle. Okay. All right. Is this a short-term or long-term thing? So we got 3 of Wands. We got 8 of Cups in reverse. And we got Page of Cups. So interesting. We do have one reverse card, so let's see. So first one we have is the 3 of Wands. So it's a woman looking out to the sea, right? And standing in between Wands, you know, kind of just checking out the scenery. Wands is fire, willpower, creativity, projects, and action, right? So with the 3 of Wands, this is standing solidly. So now we got another Earth, you know, Earth coming up again. Standing solidly in Earth, you've got your Wands for support. You're contemplating your plans. You're working hard, getting ready for the future. It's working. You've got a solid strategy. All you have to do is put it in action. So there may be some talk. Maybe not anything too serious as of yet, but it looks like, you know, they're both checking out, seeing where things head, right? And honestly, that's usually the better ways to do things. So 8 of Cups, but it came out reversed. But as you can see, normally in the 8 of Cups, it's like one person, the person's like walking away, right? And there's a bunch of cups left behind. So in this case, 7 cups are left behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 8 cups are left behind. I cannot count. As this person is heading to the mountains, I guess, if you will. So normally the 8 of Cups would be like, you know, this is a tough journey. Whatever you're pouring your love and emotions into, you need to step away. It's not working out. But normally this is a time to say goodbye to move forward card, and there will be difficulties with it. But remember, when it comes in reverse, it's the opposite. So it looks like right now this is the opposite, where they may need to actually do the opposite and invest more time into this and see where this lies. And maybe it will lead into something more fruitful instead of something more difficult. So basically, like, don't give up just yet. So even if they run into difficulties, the fact that this card came out in the reverse is saying, like, there actually could be something with these two. And finally, got the Page of Cups, right? So Page of Cups, you see, it's kind of like a little girl. She's holding the one cup. It's a fish, almost like a goldfish like type, but not, because it's blue, but goldfish looking at her. And, you know, this is going back to like a relationship and a water element again. So you're seeing like a lot of water and earth elements here, right? So with the with the Page of Cups, which, you know, this is court cards, like, you know, page, knights, kings and queens. This is more like dealing with the individual personality. So in this case, it's probably talking about Evelyn, given that this is a female in this reading. So what's the surprising little fish poking its head up from the cup? Something or someone unexpected is coming your way. It's going to affect your emotions pretty wildly. Maybe you've been hit by a wave of inspiration. You've stumbled upon a brand new friend. Whatever it is, it's a tidal wave of feelings. Don't be afraid to just wade right in. So it looks like this whole situation with Mark Anthony, in Evelyn's case, like it was unexpected. So these feelings, these emotions, was unexpected on her end. And right now, things are just going with the flow. So they may claim that they're just friends, but right now the cards are not showing that. So, all right. So now let's look at the love deck and let's see what else comes out. Okay, so leaving the modern witch tower out a little bit while I shuffle the cards, so that way Spirit is aware of the question I'm asking about in regards to Evelyn Lozada and Marc Anthony. So, Spirits, what can you tell us about this particular reading regarding the relationship between Evelyn Lozada and Marc Anthony? Are they just friends, or are they more? And if they are romantically involved, is this a short-term or long-term situation? Please allow us some insights. So let's see what comes out. We'll try 3 cards. So we got Mature Man. Interesting. Karma. Children. We'll pull out one more. And communication. So, Mature Man, Karma, Children, and communication, right? So, Marc Anthony's been around for a while, right? The Mature Man definitely represents him. Older man has been through, has experienced life, usually has more of this stuff together financially and emotionally. And, for the most part, aside from, issues with infidelity here and there, he's not like some other celebrities where they're always in the news for something, right? Like, he's not one to be known for, like, legal trouble or anything like that. So, this is part of the reason why even in English radio stations and the English music industry, Marc Anthony is a very respected individual. He's also seen as a mentor to the younger Latin and Latinx performers. And, he's very deserving of it. Like, I still rock his music. Like, usually if he has something coming out, it's being promoted. So he's representing the mature man in this case, and I think that one is pretty much self-explanatory on that. So I'm not saying that he's playing a father figure to Evelyn, but he's probably bringing her, compared to some of the individuals that she has dated before, he might be taming, some of her behavior, if you will, is the feeling I'm getting, right, with Marc. Just like, okay, yeah, we're together, but, this is kind of like how I like to do things, how I roll, and given that Evelyn's older now and has also dealt with her own situations, like, I totally see her, rolling with it, like, okay, I'm cool with it, right? And so the next one that comes out is the Karma card, right? So Karma card, you can see there's a door and it's like opening, right? So there's definitely something karmic about this relationship. Now the real question is this a positive karma or, negative karma? We know Evelyn and Marc have been through some things in their relationships. Things haven't always been perfect. So, maybe this is the reason and the season for this, right? And with Karma, this is a higher purpose relationship when things are meant to be, written in the stars, destiny to take its course sometimes. And, not everything may go as how they want it, but this was a relationship that was meant to happen. So between mature man and Evelyn, right? So what's interesting is the next thing that came up is children. And that's not to necessarily say that they may have kids, but they actually both already have children. Marc from, 2 different relationships. So he, including the twins with J-Lo and also Evelyn. I know her son is also staying at the house with her, according to what Marc was saying. So, with children, there's definitely a family element involved. So there's children around. This could also mean the potential birth of a child or a project or a new idea or concept, past the childhood memories. Basically, one of the things that I guess like they really do get along with in regards to is like their children get along, so therefore they get along pretty well. And you kind of see the same thing with J-Lo and A-Rod's children. That's part of the reason why their relationship has lasted so far, is because their children get along pretty well. So this might be the case with Evelyn and Marc, that he gets along with her children and vice versa. And then finally, the communication card comes out. And we've gotten this card in several other celebrity readings. And, with the communication, this is lots of contact through different mediums. This most likely is like, text, phone, FaceTime, talking in person, open communication and an open flow of communication, good connection of an intellectual nature, lots of ideas, giving birth to new ideas. So it seems like, given like the wands, which is a creativity thing that came up in the previous reading, and also these pentacles, I'm also wondering if they're working on a project together. So it might be more than just romance too. They might be, working on something together, which is why there's this communication and also the creativity and finances coming up as well. So it looks like aside from romantic stuff, we also have potentially some type of project coming up. I doubt Marc is going to show up on Basketball Wives. That's not his thing. He has shown up on reality shows, but it's more like the world of dance and like the Spanish version of like talent shows, not necessarily celebrity Z-list drama. So he might pull a Kanye, just like kind of like, show up quickly, say hi, bye type thing, or more than likely not at all. So I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's related to reality TV. Communication is very important, and you're questioning this element in the relationship. So it seems like, they are communicating right now, but long term, if this may become an issue, especially given, even though with COVID we can't really go anywhere, I'm sure they both still have busy schedules. So let's see if we could get any type of answer if this is going to be short-term or long-term situation. Because we got a pretty concrete answer when we did the Sydney Star reading, right? With Eddie Winslow. I know his real name is Darius McCrary, but we all know him as Eddie Winslow. So, Alright, so let's see. Work came out. Beauty Queen came out. So, Submit to the Karma, Past Life came out. And Long Distance. So, We got the lady in the work one. This is like a workplace, employment, hard work, labor, finances. So finances coming out again. Meeting someone through work, college, or the workplace. The relationship could be hard work. So long term, it looks like there may be some issues and it's work related, right? Next, we got the beauty queen. You know, with the celebrity readings, this tends to also come out a lot, right? So beauty queen, this represents Evelyn. You know, she may be an older woman compared to the IG models, but she's still a very beautiful one. So shining light, live to your full potential inside and out. Theater, drama, dancing, being on stage, winning. So, you know, this just represents her being a reality star and, you know, also some of the drama she's been in the past, so she can be dramatic at times. We got the past life card. And, you know, I think it's interesting that the karma and the past life came up. So it seems like at some point in their past, they may have known each other or even had some type of relationship in the past, and this might be a continuation of that, because usually when the past life card comes up, there's a lesson that needs to be learned, right? So sense of knowing, sense of reconnection, feeling, knowing this person or the situation before, linking the journey together through memories, feeling deja vu. So given that they're both Puerto Rican, there may be, you know, in that past life somewhere, you know, some type of relationship, right? Now, this goes 50-50. This could lead to long-term relationship or just a brief reunion to complete a cycle. Now, we're already seeing that there may be difficulty due to work based on the work card coming out, right? And now we have the final card that came out, which was the long-distance card. So with the long distance, they may separate due to the distance, right? Communication from overseas, online romance, day online, cruise ships, travel, romance through travel, meeting someone overseas or who is foreign. So I have a feeling that the work schedule and the long distance will ultimately do them in. So this doesn't seem like this is a hit it and quit it type relationship. So there may be something for a certain period of time, but is this a forever? Will she be wife number 3? I don't think so. I think based on their, you know, some potential issues with communication later on, some work related stuff, and the distance, especially with Marc Anthony's schedule, and if touring comes back, you know, that is a very hectic thing. You know, that could definitely end the relationship in the long term. But given that their children get along, I don't think that it will be necessarily like, you know, a nasty breakup compared to like what she went through with Ocho Cinco, right? Even though they kind of get along better now, you know, for a while it was testy, and every bit so, you know, that incident should have never happened. I have no ill will towards either of them, but, you know, unfortunately sometimes certain energies are not meant to be together. So it seems like this is a better energy for the both of them. I don't know about you guys. Me personally, it was a better reading than expected with the two. I know a lot of people have concerns given how Evan's personality comes out, but given that they actually know each other and their kids know each other and everything, she may show a completely, you gotta remember with reality TV, she may be showing a completely different side. Marc may actually know the real her compared to the reality show her, right? So, you know, we'll see how this goes. Eventually, you know, things tend to come out and leak anyway, so we'll see. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit like, share, and subscribe. And also, you know, if you got other perspectives from the reading, definitely let me know in the comments. If there's anybody else that you want me to read on, hit me up, okay? Stay happy, stay safe. Peace.